What's happening, everybody? Welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Scott Mendenhall. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, if you're brand new around here, I can't even say my name. We got Lily Wiener next to me.
I'm Lily. I don't know how you get your last name wrong. I don't think that's ever happened to me.
No, I had a lot of thoughts going through my mind there. That's the problem. Hey, we're going to talk about a whole bunch of things. We're going to be very, very cognizant. Thank you.
You're
of
welcome.
Onewheel. We're going to have Onewheel themes. We're going to talk a lot of things. So we're pretty stoked about it. Thanks for being with us. Those are in the chat already. We are giving away. Let's just get to what we're going to give away today during the show.
Ooh, we love giveaways.
Should we start out that way? Should we tell them what we're giving away today?
We should. Yes.
Okay, so if you make it to the end, we're going to select somebody out of the live chat up in the right-hand corner because this is all filmed live. As of Wednesday, the 23rd, 2 days away from my birthday, Lily.
And
like to put that out
happy
there.
almost birthday.
Thank you.
What do you want for your birthday?
I don't know. I can't wait to see what you give me.
Oh.
I'm excited. I mean,
Yikes.
it would be really nice if it was like a little bit of hard work pays off gear. Like, it would be sweet.
Oh, would that be?
Yeah, like
Would
you're
that
the
be
only
nice?
one that's gotten me that stuff. Okay. The giveaway today, we are not giving away a one-wheel pint mini kit or an XR. Not happening. What we're doing is we are gifted so many things to try on this channel. It's time for us to give back. Right, Lil?
Yeah, it's just like in the heart of giving.
It is.
And love. And
Unless you don't have an
all
XR,
the
then we'll
things.
sort it out. But we're going to give away the pivot kick system, which goes on the back end of your XR, and then it's a kickstand. We did a whole review on it. It's really rad, and we just thought we'd share the stoke. So if you stay in the chat to the end, Lily will pick you, and we'll
Yeah.
mail this to you.
I like
Or
the
if you
pivot
have a pint, we'll hook you up with the mini one-wheel kit. Unless you
Yes.
would not like to have this in your... Anyways, you get it. We're giving that away. Okay.
I wonder if they'll make a pivot kick for the pint because I really like that thing.
Yeah, it's really sweet.
It's like a kickstand, you guys.
It really is. Like, there's a review. If we were on our game here, we'd have a link in here for you, but we don't. And so I apologize for that. I want to give a shout out to some of the people that are in the chat today. We got Luke Dietz. Hello, he says. We got Jeremy.
Hello.
What's up, guys?
Got Jade Wolf 05.
Nice. David
Rachel,
M.
Victor.
Smash the thumbs up and stoked for the show. Thank you for doing that. Like, seriously, everybody else, would you just go put thumbs up on it? We would love it. If you're brand new around here, subscribe to the channel. Every Wednesday at 2:30, we go live. We're stalling a little bit as people are coming in. You know, they're just catching up. But we're going to talk about one-wheel GT shipping dates.
Yes.
Because there's always
a
development
time
there.
where we stop talking about this.
There will be
When everyone has their one-wheel GT.
Yeah, when they show up in the wild. That's when it will cease, is when there's an appearance in the wild, and then it'll just be trickling down on who gets that. We have interesting comment on said topic from another subscriber to the channel that dropped a comment. We're going to throw it out to let you guys discuss. So thank you for being here with us and enjoying the show. It's just a lot of fun to sit here and just talk about things. Weather-related subjects in Minnesota. We got pounded yesterday with snow. Plummeted.
We got a lot of snow.
We did, and it was like 50-mile-an-hour winds.
It's so pretty out, though.
But we did film. This morning we filmed our Sunday race.
We did. It turned out really good.
Yes, it did. We
it did.
combined, if you've not played Wordle. We're going to just give you a heads up. We play Wordle while one-wheeling.
Put a hand in the chat if you play Wordle.
Put a hand in the chat.
Yeah, put like I play Wordle.
Like, we would love to hear who's playing Wordle. You just go search Wordle, and you'll see it. And it's a fun game. It's an interesting game. You don't have to be a good speller to play it. Nonetheless, play it. You'll see us do it on our one wheels right after a snowstorm. Ridiculous. And it's -6 degrees when we film it. Okay. I like Med636. What up, guys? Love your videos. Been riding for a year and just crossed 400 miles. Keep on kicking booty. Man, 400 miles. That's sweet. What are you riding, though? A pint?
I'm gonna say XR.
You're saying XR?
I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay. Put it in the chat today.
miles.
What are you riding? What do you like to float on? The XR, the Pint X. Are you OG? Yeah, original gangster. Yeah, that's it. Are you of the old school where you're riding the original one wheel, or are you riding the Plus? These are the things we need to know.
Yeah, Wordle.
We have everything in our possession when it comes to one wheel, but the original one wheel.
Yeah, it's true.
We have the Plus, which we just turned that into a what did we turn it into? The Growler.
A growler From Float Life.
From Float Life. Yet
legit.
to take it out for a test spin. I've rode it around the house a bunch, but we're waiting for the weather to be a little bit more conducive to really smash the riding on that thing, so that will drop soon. We're going to talk about this bad boy. This is the Vega tire. Last week it was on one wheel. This week it is not.
This week it's off, and you guys are saying to lower the PSI. I don't think that would work. I mean, I think it would work a little bit, but I just don't think it would be fun.
Okay, I guess we're jumping into it right here, okay? We're just getting straight to the tire talk before we get to the other things, okay? So if you this tire I had high hopes for. Check this footage out. Here's me riding, and all of a sudden
you can see how wobbly you are.
It just flipped me out into the street.
Like what? Do you even have control of the
I did not have control at all of that tire. If we can go to the other camera there, thank you. Watch again, and it's just wild. We have the Vega treaded, and you can just see. It's just the weirdest sensation. I know other people are not agreeing with us per se, but again, if we can play that from the beginning, that'd be great. Here we go. Watch. I'm just going, and the tread bites really good, but then I couldn't get it to turn. And it takes me, could you imagine, Lily, if that had been like a few minutes earlier, I'd have smacked that car.
Yeah, I would have died, probably.
Yeah, I was panicking, and I had a remote to the drone. So it was all kinds of shadiness going on in it, and I just didn't know what to do with myself. This is the tire, and it's almost like it has the same feeling as the original Hoosier I tried. They got me started on the tire deal. How hard this is. Like, even as I look at it, like the tire's got grooves in it from just like the spinning on. It's just a very hard compound tire. I will say this, as stability goes, probably top rated stability tire out there for the XR. But it just was a beast to turn. And like, what did you just say earlier, Lily? People told us to do what?
They told us to lower the PSI. And I could see how that would help, because it was really, like, I don't know how high it was, the PSI, but it was hard. Like, it was like, we could have taken some air out, but I don't think I'd want to do it anyways.
Yeah, like, here's the other thing that we've not talked. Legend is my son on the switcher. He is struggling on the switcher today. You get a lot of my beard. It's the closest of my beard. He can't handle it. I'm standing today.
That's a cool hat.
Yeah, I'm liking it today.
What is that hat called?
That's a great idea.
Someone said it today in a text thread I was in.
They did? They said what kind of hat this is?
She called it the trapper hat.
The trapper hat? I'm wearing a trapper hat?
You're wearing a trapper hat.
With the camo and stuff, I think it's...
I'm going to just confirm with Google.
I think when we bite this or take this show today and cut it up, we're going to be like, Vega! And look at my tire. I'm going to like have this hat on so it like pops, right? Like, there's the thumbnail, guys. You're just a part of it.
I can confirm it's called a trapper hat, by the way.
You can confirm?
Yeah, check that out. That's me Googling it. Trapper hat.
Well done. Trapper hat. It's a trapper hat. It's cool. Everyone needs one.
I don't have one, but you guys are rocking them.
Would you wear one?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. Maybe. Okay. So
maybe.
The other thing was the PSI going lower. The issue with that is this tire already was going slow. I don't normally hit pushback on the XR. Like, I can't remember the last time I did that. Even when I pushed the thing, like, I'm very comfortable on. I hit pushback at 15 miles an hour on this tire. So dropping the PSI would only increase drag, which would make more power output for the battery, which would increase the chances of the nosedive happening. So this tire did not make it on even 24 hours on my XR. It was off. And to get it off, like, it was a bear to put on. To get it off was even worse. I put this whole thing and the motor next to the fireplace to warm up so I could get the. I can't even express to you how hard this tire is. Okay, we'll do another review, like some of those things with this week potentially on it. So okay.
When is your GT shipping date?
Okay, let's get to the GT update.
Because I just put March 11th in the chat, so if that's fake news, we got
that is fake news.
Okay, March 14th.
No, that's fake news. You're not even close.
April.
Not even. Don't even say April. You about made me had a heart attack right there. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Hey, I got to sit back down. Legend, that means you're going to go to 1. There you go. Yeah. All right, we're back to. Okay. So the GT, if you're brand new around here, lived on some rock or something, the GT is the newest one wheel that will be dropping from Onewheel. I believe we got some video footage of it that is provided by Onewheel. Look at that thing. if you're watching or listening somewhere else, you can't see this, but I just watch this thing and I get stoked.
More power.
But it does.
Customized
the tires customized. Everybody.
Extra control.
Everybody kind of has an ism about that tire
I don't know what that
situation.
means.
I'm stoked about the new app. Ah, there's the trick we cannot.
What is digital
land.
shaping 3.0?
Yeah, the new app's going to be updated. If you want a warning sign when the GT is about to drop, you're going to wake up one morning and they'll have pushed the app update out and you'll be like, uh-oh, it's coming. That means somebody's about to receive the very first GT in the wild. Now, to make this whole thing even more controversial than it already is, someone dropped, well, I forget, it's Shaggy Dog?
Yeah, he's actually in the chat.
Shaggy Dog's in the chat. This is your chat. This is you. You dropped this comment. Let's read it. Let's read it together. Here it is. I read nothing but complaints about how long people had to wait for their extended amount of time. I ordered mine today. I'm assuming you're saying GT. And literally a couple hours later, I got a text saying 2 packages with different tracking numbers were shipped. I don't know. I can't complain, but it doesn't make much sense. I'm extremely excited, though, of course. Which, come on. That's pretty rad. That's pretty sweet. So I reply, like my reply was not anything amazing. It was just like right here. Well, that's pretty cool. And then Shaggy Doo says by Friday, I'll receive my Onewheel. Still very surprised. I laughed out loud. I guess I have just happened to order it after stock came in. Not sure. That's the only thing that seems would make sense Sorry. Thank you for your content. Been keeping me quite entertained. Shaggy Doo, thank you for that last part, that compliment, that love that you gave us, because, you know, there's been some haters out there right now hating on us when they say we're loud. We call that excitement and passion.
I'm not loud.
No.
Scott, he ordered a pint egg.
Oh, that's the detail we needed. Okay,
yes,
so you were
he
about
put that in the chat just now. Hey, Shaggy Doo.
Which one did you get? Did you, like, is it only the blue is the option now? They only
sell the blue now. Mm-hmm.
The blue's the only option, right?
That's all you can get.
Well, that's pretty sweet. You get it. You're going to love the Pint X. That's one of our favorites. It is my favorite right now.
Well, yeah, right now, because you don't have the GT yet.
No, I can't.
Do you think the GT is going to be your favorite once you get it?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, do I even have to think about that?
I'm excited that everyone is so excited about it.
Okay, but I can tell you this, that there have been people that if you read the threads on the shipping little videos we have, go back and read the threads. Some people are saying they get it on the 28th of January, and then a whole bunch of people get it in the first week of March.
Of January? Or you mean
February.
Okay.
Sorry, February.
Got it.
Which, the first week of March is next week, folks.
Let's go.
Like, the 25th is on Friday. If you missed that, that's my birthday. After that, you know, just count it up. There's only 28 days in the wonderful month of February, except for when, Lily?
What?
Oh, no. When is there more than 28 days in February?
Oh, leap year.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, no. Leap year is when there's 28 days.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, this year is not a leap year.
I am perplexed.
Just kidding.
Oh, okay. See, guys, like what you see on camera is just real life. Like, you know, somebody wrote a comment that I'm mean to Lily and disrespectful to her, and I'm not. She's a good friend of mine, but she just does, and you just have to shake your head. Okay. So please educate us now, Lily. Leap year is?
A leap year is when we have 29 days in February, but every other year it's 28.
Ooh.
I literally was about to say it's not a leap year because I'm pretty sure I have plans on like February 30th. But that sounds ridiculous. I've never said that before.
Yeah, there's not a February 30th, and it's only ever had a 29th, and that's just on leap year. And how often is a leap year?
Approximately every 4 years.
Approximately every 4 years, yes. Okay. There you have it. There's your education. You signed up. You didn't even know you were going to get that today. So that means that those that are saying March like 5th, it would be, because the 28th would be what day then, Lily? If Friday is the 25th.
What?
If Friday is the 25th, February 28th is what day?
Monday.
Okay.
Monday.
So then the 5th would be?
The 5th?
Of March.
would be.
Oh my goodness, this is painful.
Friday.
Okay, it would be the end of next week. That means some people should be receiving their GTs. I have no information from actual Onewheel telling me this. I'm just telling you that is going to be happening soon, so I can't wait. Please drop a comment if you get yours before us. Sorry about that momentary pause in the day to work through the calendar business with Lily.
2024 next leap year. That's exciting. Are we going to do any? That's like, you get like a free day, you know?
Yes,
I'm going to go wild. 2024.
Lily,
February 29th, 2024, I'm having a party, and
Lily,
you are invited.
You're 26 years old.
I am. And
okay.
in 2024.
And so how many leap years have you been alive for? Like, because you're acting like this is your very first leap year.
But this will be right here. The first one I'm preparing for. So in 2024, I'm having a party. You're all invited.
But again, you're 26. How many leap years have you been around for? Divide your age by 4.
I know. I'm trying. I don't think 26 is it evenly divisible?
Here's what I'm excited about is now just take this whole energy, put us on Onewheels, and have to play Wordle at the same time. I think you know who won. I'm just saying, you have to just tune in though.
Well, at the moment, I'm having some really, really lack of like smartness moments right now. But that doesn't mean it was like that earlier when I was playing Wordle.
Okay. All right. So Dan, good to see you in the chat today. We got Mark Javier. Good to see you in the chat. I think, what was it, last week, Mark Javier, he hangs out with us, and then he's got to go pick up his kid.
Yeah,
and it's kind of cool to hang out with him.
Yeah, it's cool.
So pretty stoked to have Mark in there. We have Brody Hicks says, I ordered the second day of the GT announcement. My date is March 2nd. March 2nd is a ship date. That's like next Tuesday.
That's so soon.
Okay, so Mark, just tell us in the comments, have you got any like confirmation that it's like, has it moved from processing, like you can go and put your, like where's it at? Like, have you got any other shipping notification, anything? Let us know. People would love to hear this, so we would be pretty stoked to hear that. So they're shipping soon.
Icebreaker 2557 says, I'm a new rider deciding between the Pint X and used XR 5'9", size 9 feet.
Okay, so like, and what is his handle is what? User handle?
Icebreaker 2557.
Okay, Icebreaker. If you're choosing between an XR and Pint X, let's in the comments help him or her, and we will help as well. So we have some video footage of the Pint X or a picture of the Pint X, so everybody's understanding what the Pint X is. If you're listening to this, just imagine it's a pint with the Pint. So there's the two that they introduced back in October.
Nice.
The funny bit about this, when they introduced these two, I was day 2 of COVID.
Yeah. I remember watching that by myself.
Yeah. I remember my Onewheel showed up like within a couple of days, the Pint X, and then I was like, I gotta film, I gotta make videos on this. And so that'll tell you, when you watch my Pint X video review, I was like day 4 of COVID. So just letting you know. Just was doing work for you guys. Okay, so the Pint X. If I was choosing between the Pint X and XR, I'm just going to tell you, like, it might not be popular. I'm going Pint X. I would, if those are my two options right now, Pint X all day long. New technology. XR is old technology, which is a phenomenal machine. Love that thing. Love it. But the torque that's on the Pint X, the only negative to the Pint X to the Pint or to the XR is the loss of speed. You lose a couple miles per hour. But, man, Iceman, right? That's it?
Icebreaker.
Oh, Icebreaker. Iceman. I was like, that's Top Gun stuff. Icebreaker. We have a couple reviews on there that compare these two. In the end of the day, the XR just has the speed. I like that torque. I like that just zippiness from the line, and it's got it. Lil, what are you going with?
I mean, I'm going to go with Pint X because I like newer products. The XR is just making its way out. It's not even going to really be around. I mean, if you think about it, sometime from now, we got people here that are saying XR though, but I like the Pint X. So I don't think shoe size matters. Joey is our resident 6'3". I think he wears like a size 14 shoe, and he's like all over that. He loves the
If he was a
pints.
marathon runner, he'd be considered Clydesdale. That's what they call them.
Oh, that's cool. Like
Yeah.
the big horses.
Yes.
Nice. I'm still trying to wrap my head around leap year babies. So
Oh
I'm a
my
little
gosh.
distracted.
Like, how old are they? I would think you just get to choose.
Like if I'm a leap year baby, does that mean that I was just born during a leap year or
Yes. Right.
like,
What? How would you?
not on February 29th?
Yes, you were
necessarily?
born on February 29th.
Oh, okay. So if I was born in a leap year when February 29th existed, does it mean I'm a leap year baby?
No,
Only
leap
if I
year
was
baby
born-
means you're born on the 29th, which
So-
then means you got to choose. Are you going to go with March or February?
You get to choose if your birthday's
Well, how are you
February
going to celebrate
28th.
it? You're going to choose
Well,
one
I
of the
kind
two.
of was thinking that they just don't celebrate their birthday unless it's every 4 years.
Are you kidding me? Would you go for that?
No, I wouldn't like that.
Okay, so let's see. What would you choose to be, a February baby or a March baby?
March,
Why?
closer to summer. I don't know.
That's a ridiculous reason to choose.
That's
I
so
would think.
interesting.
I think I
One
would
Wheel
go.
for Mankind. Tell me, what does your wife choose, February or March, to celebrate?
I
I'm
think-
very interested in this.
I think I would look at, like, well, it doesn't matter because you have no idea as a little one. So your mom and dad are going to choose. And then it's like,
He says always February.
yeah, I think if you're February 29th, you're going to choose February. You're going to stay in the month that you're in. Why would you move it to March? I get that. Okay.
Icebreaker. She says I'm a her, by the way. Hey,
Thank
girl.
you.
I need my girls up in here. I need
did-
I need
it's
to
just-
know where like my girls.
We
are
like
at.
that.
Let's go.
We like knowing ladies are riding. They should.
Yes. Did you know that there is someone sent me this on Instagram, an all-girl.
Oh my goodness.
No, it's for a Onewheel thing. Leo sent it to me. Leo is the guy who draws a lot of Onewheel content, if you don't know about it. Okay, for my girls. Shredalicious Wear. At Shredalicious Wear, the one active wear and accessories brand for active, fearless, and outdoorsy female e-riders. Online shop coming
That's
soon.
pretty cool.
Yeah, right there.
You
Maybe
can't
I'll
really
do a
see it.
review
It's-
for our ladies.
Yeah, you should.
I will.
That's pretty cool. Okay. Somebody asked it in, said, I ordered, this is Tektronic. I ordered a GT with a treaded tire and wondering how do you think it'll compare to this Vega tire? The profile on the new tires of the GT are much more rounded. Can we put up a picture of the GT so we can inspect as what we're saying? You're going to see that it's less squared off and more rounded. It looks as it's sitting next to the pint, almost equivalent to the roundness of that pint sitting right there. So the tire is not going to be very difficult to carve in. I think it's going to be amazing, actually. That's my thought on it, but I could be very wrong. I also was wondering, am wondering, because of the bigness of the tire, I think it's going to give you more clearance, which is going to give you a little bit more enjoyable ride as well. Now, I've not seen... do we have a picture of the breakdown of the GT at all, like that's pointing things? We don't have that? Okay, because I was wondering what the tire's made up of. Like, is it a soft compound or hard? Because that would change the ride.
I heard it was styrofoam. Just
Get
kidding.
out of here. I think the carviness is going to be there because of what it looks like in the roundness of that tire. This is, again, here it is. This is squared off. I mean, I didn't film it the very first time I stepped on this tire and I was in the office. I didn't wiggle or wobble or jiggle. It was just you were there. It was like you were on a 4x4 in a sense, just kept you there. There was just no... And so it's very stable, too stable in my opinion. And again, we didn't drop the PSI because we were already losing speed and power, and it was like,
I kind of think you need to put it back on the tire and put it back on and try again.
No.
No.
I'm not going to do it. It's a scary tire. When it was biting, like, I do think the grip in it, because it's a hard compound, is really awesome, but almost too awesome for me, where it gripped the snow and then just kept going. It chose the line for me, and it didn't allow me to ride out of the line. I think that was my
So what are we going to
issue.
do with it?
I don't know what we're going to do with that tire.
Should we give it away?
Should we give the tire away? If you leave a comment, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you this. Here we go. We'll give away this treaded tire if this podcast reaches 3,000 views.
Okay.
Because right now our biggest one has been 25,000.
I think that's possible.
Yeah, 2,500 views has been our last one. So we hit 3,000 on this one, we'll give it away. So that means you guys all got to share.
Raise your hand in the chat if you want the Vega treaded tire.
We also
I wanna know if
on
you
the
want
side
it.
of tire things, we have plenty new tires coming. We have the 2 new tires that have been released by Flight Fins. The new one that is an extra wide tire for the Pint X and Pint, and for the Growlers. We have that tire coming, and then we have the new treaded tire, the treaded Whisper from Flight Fins coming as well. So we're gonna try those out, and then we have the new Burris collab slick with Craft and Ride coming very, very soon. So we're pretty stoked on those things. Can't wait to get those on and give you a review on that. Lily.
Yeah.
So we're talking about, like, when I'm talking about, like, I genuinely was afraid that afternoon with that drone clip when it took me out in the street.
I was afraid when I rode it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I didn't like it.
how do you, how do we combat fear? Like, that's a different fear, because in that moment it was like I was surprised and I could hear the car and I knew I was going towards the car. So it was like immediate and an urgent fear. But how about those fears that you play out in your mind that you're not actually in present danger? You're just thinking about the worst case scenarios. How do you manage that? How do you overcome that?
Oh, well, that's hard. I feel like I do better when I have a good support system around me that's encouraging me. And just like getting in the right headspace, of like telling myself that everything's going to be okay and that I can face whatever is coming at me, because I know I'm not alone. I believe that God is always with me, and that gives me a lot of hope when I'm facing fearful situations.
Okay. So if we're out riding our Onewheels and we say, let's take this line, let's go down this and drop off the curb or drop off something larger, and you have fear, what do you do there? Are you just like, no, I'm afraid, so I'm not going to do it? Or do you jump in and do it?
Well, a lot of the times I'll complain because I'll be scared about getting hurt, and then I'll just do it. Because it's kind of like, I don't want fear to like take over me and I never do anything. I don't want it to paralyze me, but I just have to remind myself that this is fun.
This is
fun.
Yeah. But again, there are things in like the fear of losing your job, or your boss calls a meeting and you're just thinking worst case scenarios tomorrow. My boss is going to fire me, and so I'm in big trouble. How do you fight those fears? I almost think that you got to change the narrative in your mind. You can't sit there and go, oh man, I'm just afraid. Ledge, I'm standing, and you switched. There you go. You were on this shot, and then you switched. Man, that guy crazy.
Maybe I'll switch with Legend.
So we have, you're telling yourself this story that it might not be entirely true at all. You got to change the narrative as you tell the story. It's that we've said it here. Are you a half glass or half empty kind of glass, half full? Or we both read a book that's a great book. It's The Mole, the Boy, the Fox, and the Horse. Could be way out of that order, but I think that's
but
it.
of those 4, yeah, that's it.
And the mole just says, or one of the character on this said topic goes, I'm just glad to have a cup. Like, that's what excites me. Is just
grateful
being
to have one.
To have a cup. It could be empty.
To have a glass, yeah.
I just have a glass. So
yeah.
It's changing the narrative. Like, I'm just excited to have a job, and if the opportunity comes, I got to go search a new job. I'm okay with that, and finding peace in the middle of the storm. Maybe it's a health scare, and that's a little bit different. It's still, we gotta anchor ourselves to something. Lily and I both used to live in Florida, and I remember when hurricanes came in, you would think that the people with boats would tie their boats to like trees on land or something. But what they did is they would take their boats out a way bit offshore, and they would anchor really deep. And they just talked about, with a boat, you anchor it really deep. When the storm comes in life, anchor deep. That's how I took it when they're saying that when the storms are coming physically for the boat, they anchor deep, because that's what's going to allow the boats to weather the storm the best. When you watch the nightly news of hurricanes, the boats that are clobbered against the trees, they anchored in shallow water, and when the tide rose or the swells got big, it just smashed them into the shore. But you anchor deep way out there, and then you put a little bit of slack in the line. You're anchored way down there, and as the tide goes up or the swells go up, so does the boat, and it just rides over it. And I've always, from that point on, have said to myself, man, I got to anchor deep in life. I've got to have something that I'm tied to very strong, that is immovable, that doesn't change, is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And so it's anchoring deep. I don't know what that is for you, how to fight fear, but that's how I fight fear, is anchor deep. So how deep are you anchored? If you're anchored to surface level, if you're anchored to like, oh, if my car starts tomorrow, life's good, I won't have any fear, that's pretty shallow. If it's about a bank account, that's still shallow. There's got to be something that's a constant that you can control, because those things, shoot, you can't control that stuff. I mean, your bank account. Apparently, in the news, people can lock you out of your own bank account these days.
Apparently.
So that's kind of freaky stuff, and we're not going to talk about that, but like, you get what I'm saying. Like, I thought I had control of those. I thought that was mine, but apparently it's not. And so if I'm anchored to that kind of things, I'm going to freak out all the time. So I got to figure out where I'm going to anchor deep. Does that make sense, Lil?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay. This week, wait, you know what? No one's asked about the thumbnail.
Oh, yeah. No one asked.
No, why? Like, I think they thought to deliver on what the thumbnail was all about. Here's what we filmed, I don't know, 2 years ago, a hamster race in those said hamster balls.
Oh, it was so fun.
It's actually, we need to do it again because it was hilarious. I think we have footage of it somewhere. If we can pull that. This is us getting the hamster wheels ready. It's so hilarious. You have a limited amount of oxygen, so Lily went in first. We should have reversed it, but
yeah, it was kind of scary because we didn't have a ton of, like, we knew we weren't gonna have oxygen forever.
Okay,
and that really freaks me out.
Yeah, it does. Again, scary, right? You had to
let's
go faster.
Is that really real? You think?
I do, yeah, because you're getting no fresh air in there and you're just using it up.
It was fun. Put in the chat.
Yeah, would you like to come do this against us? We should take seriously. Let's invite somebody to come do this. Do we only have 2 of these?
Yes, we have 2.
We need to get a couple more and have 4 people. There's Joey, safety always with a helmet. That guy. Okay, so we did it, and Lily did not win. Why didn't you win, Lily? You struggled. Look, I'm already on my way back because you're trying to go the other way.
Yeah, I was struggling. I don't remember why, though.
Okay.
I feel like it was just hard to stay up on the thing.
Thank you, Jeremy, for asking about, hey, man, what's up with your thumbnail? There you go. There's what's up with our thumbnail.
Like, thumbnail? What thumbnail?
Yeah, great job. Thank you, Jeremy.
Jeremy also wants to know what's in the bag on your desk.
Oh. Okay, we can kill that video there like this. The bag on my desk, it's a mystery.
Ooh.
It's meant to be mysterious.
Okay, that's weird.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it in a second. But it is.
It is.
What week is this? According to Onewheel, what is this week?
Helmet Awareness Week.
Which means you should be aware of helmets.
Beware of your
They put out an email. Here you go. Helmet Awareness Week. We're on a mission to ensure that all PEV riders. What does PEV, Lil, stand for? Ooh, let's hear it. Let's see Lily on camera here. She's about to tell all of you what does PEV stand for.
Something like electric something?
Okay, I would say you got the E right, but how about the P and the E?
Pointed?
Are you kidding right now?
Dude, I don't know.
How about the last one? What's the last one possibly could be? You're looking, I can see you. You're looking at the chat right now to see if somebody's going to help you out. They're going to bail you out.
No, I was looking at the picture. PEV. I don't know.
In the comments, if you'd help her out.
Didn't know about leap year. Didn't know about PEV.
I know you're learning so much here. PEV. Personal. Electric. Vehicles.
Is it vehicle? But is it technically a vehicle?
I use it as a vehicle. What would you use it as? What do you want to say? Personal electric
machine.
But that doesn't work with V.
All right, cool. Personal electric. I should have thought of personal. That was silly. Like a personal.
There you go. Somebody put it right there.
Personal
Jade
electric
Wolf.
Vehicle.
05. Personal electric vehicle. Okay, so let's put that email back up.
Blackadder says pointed.
One, their pictures, this was on Instagram as well. But they're on a mission to ensure that all PEV riders wear helmets and kick social stigma to the curb. This year, #HelmetsAreCool campaign borrows inspiration from retro board sports era and those old DARE ads to point to the absurdity of being too cool to wear a helmet. Be a part of the solution. And then the cool bit of the week is not only is it Awareness Week, actually, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I invite you to, but subscribe to YouTube first. Subscribe here, turn on the bell notification, and then go follow us on our social, like Instagram. All right, here we go. This is what we dropped yesterday. Well, here it is. Right here.
You got a helmet?
Do we have a little audio to that, or no? We do. Okay, here we go.
Got a helmet.
Love it.
It is just for the record. For the record, wear a helmet. For the record, wear a helmet. All the kids sitting around lunchtime eating their helmet. Safety first around here, folks.
They're
Safety.
so cute, those little kids with helmets on.
When we played that, the kids reminded me that I got the drone too close to the lunch table and blew all of their sandwiches and chips.
With the drone.
Yeah, with the drone. It was pretty funny. But not only is it Helmet Awareness Week, Onewheel's cool enough to always, when they do this, to remind people to wear a helmet, they also give you 25% off all helmets, which, just look at all of that. That is Javier. Javier, I think we've talked about him every week now.
Javier Stokes.
We need to get his, how do we get his attention? Like, we talk about him. Do you think Javier's talking about us?
I'll message him and
We
say,
need to
hey,
let him know we
been
think he's
talking-
pretty rad. Okay,
we've been
so
talking about
what's
you.
in the bag is Onewheel was pretty cool when we did our Onewheel race, Great Lake race. If you didn't know this, we raced all 24 lakes in 24 hours. Wait, we raced all of the Great Lakes in 24 hours. I almost pulled a Lily and said there were 24 lakes. See, Lily didn't even catch it.
I don't know. That must have been funny because everyone in here is laughing.
Okay, so this is their thousandth, right?
Thousand. Yep.
Yeah, collab helmet. It's so good, but it's white, so I leave it in the bag because it's
I love
sweet.
that helmet.
Yeah, I
So
love
cool.
this helmet. It's a great gift. We got to unwrap the packages and an XR charger and all kinds of stuff in the RV on our way to New York City to start the race. So fun. You should really check it out. There's some playlist or something. Go find it. We should really link these things in here, don't you think, Lil?
Yeah, we should.
You should?
Yeah, we should. What kind of helmet are you on the hunt for though now?
Yeah,
Or
I'm after a
next?
new helmet. When spring comes around here, I was like a new helmet. I don't know. I like my POC helmet. It's off of their. I think. Do they? I don't.
From
think
the
I
Onewheel website?
Yeah, but I don't have. We didn't put it up in our feed here, so go look at it. I like the POC helmets. They're super lightweight. They're really cool in the summer, like temperature wise. I might just get another one of those. I like my helmets looking nice and clean. I don't like them looking like they're all banged up. So I'm on the hunt. Maybe tell us what other helmets should we try? Seriously, let us know in the in the chat here. What do you suggest that we should try? We've thousands. We've done the POC. We have done the S1s, S1 helmets,
yep.
the retro look.
Like those.
Love those. Those got a little warm in the summer for me. They're great for a cool fall ride, but they were a little warm for me. So what do you think we should be riding? I would love to hear. And then make sure you go to onewheel.com to check out.
What they have.
Yeah. Okay, so if helmets are to protect your head, how do you protect your emotion, like your feelings from getting hurt? You know?
I wish I had like a helmet for my emotions.
Or your heart, like
Or
that
my
heart
heart,
where you can get hurt. How do you protect that?
You're asking me really hard questions today.
Yeah, I know.
even had like a heads up.
Yeah,
it's
you
still
weren't
hard.
paying attention.
No, I was.
You were?
I was.
I didn't feel like you were.
But how do you protect your emotions?
Yeah, your heart. Like, what are you saying when I say protect your heart? What do you think I mean when I say that?
Like guard it.
Okay, so how do you guard your heart?
I think that it's important to recognize what you're taking in and what kind of people you're around. If they're only speaking poorly to you, if they are only bringing you down, well, that's not you protecting your heart in the first place. So how are you not going to get hurt, right? So I think that it's important to recognize where you spend time and what you spend time watching or listening to, because at the end of the day, like you're either protecting your heart or you're allowing it to just be exposed to all kinds of things. So, yeah.
So it's a bit of the, like, pay attention to what comes out because it's garbage in, garbage out. If you're struggling with your temper or struggling with the words you use or if you're discouraging people more than encouraging them, so pay attention to what you're putting in because garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think it's important to pay attention how you speak because how you speak is a reflection of like who you're around and what you're listening to. And if you don't like the way you speak, even to yourself, I think we often miss like how do I speak to the people around me, but how do you even speak to yourself? Are you loving to yourself? I think that's a good way of protecting your heart. You have to start with yourself too.
Yeah,
So.
I think protecting your heart then it keeps you from being hurt or offended. Remember, I think we talked about that last week. Don't be offended. Maybe we didn't, but I saw Holly said that in there. DS says, protecting your heart and emotions is easy if you know what your external worth is and who he says you are. Ooh, just saying. Just drop that mic right there.
Drop it.
Again, that's the anchor deep bit. Like, what are you anchoring to? Something that changes all the time, or something that is constant, same yesterday, today, and forever? I do think that we've got to become better at guarding our heart in what we let in, but pay attention to what comes out, because that indicates what's already in there, and then we got to change accordingly. Like, seriously, if there are things you're wanting to change, you got to change what you're putting in. I love what you're saying. The voices in your head telling you you're no good. Where are you hearing that? Who's telling you that? Change the channel. Find new friends you need to be around people that believe in you. What I love about the Scot Mendenhall and Friends deal that kind of just took off for us in the last year and a half is, man, we believe in each other. Like, when we say, hey, Lily, jump off something, and she does, we're like, yeah, it's the best celebration forever. Like, Lily, you have the CrossFit Open this Friday, right?
I do.
Can you tell everyone what that is?
The CrossFit Open is a competition that everyone who does CrossFit can compete in all over the world. It's super fun, but I do have something to add. We can come back to this.
Come back what, to the XR the workout thing?
Yeah, wherever you were going with that. But Jeremy, thanks for sharing in the chat that you shielded your heart a little while ago and ended up hurting family. I think it's important to note there's a difference between shielding your heart and guarding your heart. When we always think of guarding your heart, I think of like two little guards holding up like what do they hold up? Like guns? Like when they hold up like this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What am I thinking of? Like two swords?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think of like guarding your heart is like you're guarding it, but that doesn't mean that you can't get in. You know what I mean? Shielding you can't get in.
Right. Like,
you know?
I think the best way is if I can quote something that says, guard the heart, for it's the wellspring of life. Everything flows from it. And I think when you hear that, you're like, oh, yeah, guard it. Keep things out. It's really to pay attention to what's coming out of you. And a lot of times, like, if I can take Deion Sanders and we got Deion Sanders here versus my good man Adrian Peterson, and they bump into each other, right? They collide. And when they collide, they drop the football, and Deion's like, oh, you made me drop the football. And they're just complaining it's your fault versus... See, what happens a lot of times in life, we bump each other and we blame the issues. Like, I wouldn't lose my temper if you wouldn't run into me. But the problem is you were going to lose your temper regardless because you have a temper problem. And it was already in you. That individual didn't put it in you. And so to guard your heart, you got to know what's in there and what's coming out of it. Then you've got to then go, oh, that's in me. I need to fix that. And not shielding everybody. You're not looking to keep people away and stiff arm each other. You want to let people in. What you want to do is pay attention to what comes out of you. I think that's the difference. Like a helmet you put on, you're really trying to shield your head from the impact, right? So your brains don't come out. You are trying to guard your heart and emotions and the idea of what's coming out. Pay attention, because if we're just simply trying to guard our hearts in the idea of like, I don't want to let people in, we never change. It's just somebody else's fault. Where if I got an anger problem, it's no one else's fault but mine. If I have a selfish problem, it's not my upbringing. It's me. I got to fix me. And it's not all about me in a sense, but I'm going to fix me so I can help other people. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm just rambling.
It makes sense.
Hopefully that helps somebody out there today.
Yeah.
Ledge, I'm going to sit back down. But I've noticed, Lily, like I would just like to point this out. Like,
this is embarrassing.
What's embarrassing?
That I am the same height sitting as I am standing.
I noticed that.
Right now, I'm sitting.
Yes, now stand.
Right now, I'm standing. It's like pretty much.
It is. It's close. Like you don't need to adjust the camera, whereas this is me sitting. You've seen it all day because Legend keeps cutting my head off when I go. So then here's me standing. That's the shot. Now, Legend obviously swift with it, but there it is. Oh, man. That just means, what that means is I must be a lot longer legs than my torso, and you must be more torso than legs.
Me?
Yeah, that's what that means. It has to be.
Yeah.
You don't know what I'm saying, do you?
I don't know. I feel like I don't really have a very long torso. I also don't feel like I've got very long legs. I'm just kind of stout.
Stout.
Short-
Okay.
Short and stout.
If you were watching on Sunday, oh my gosh, did we have a fun video for you? Like, it was so... we had low expectations because we had no idea what to expect. And then we did this product review and we were like, that's amazing. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
I loved it so much.
With a little bit of audio, we're going to let you enjoy a few minutes of like 1 minute maybe of Sunday's clip, and then you can go watch it later. But this, and then we're going to talk about these street, what were they called? Street Sparks.
Street Sparks.
From Fluid Theory. They're a lot of fun. We're going to talk about them right after you watch this right here. Enjoy this. Let's roll the footage. Lil, you about ready to shoot this thing?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm Googling like disclaimers. What do you know about disclaimers? That's good. Jeez.
Let's get it started. If you just got to warm up, you need to do this with your friends.
Look at my friend helping me.
They got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems. I solve them. I run through the money. The pressure be calling. Left on my blessings. I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something. That's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone and affection. I summon and tell me.
Oh, man. That was so much fun. We have them sitting on the desk here. I think you can see them. We got 3 colors. The blue have not been rode. These were a lot of fun. Now, as I'm holding them, they are starting to come loose.
Ooh, weird.
Yeah,
Why?
well, they're just a little, what are they, little? Allen wrenches?
They're little, well, no, they're not Allen wrenches. They're held in with an Allen wrench plug.
Plug? Screw?
Screw.
Okay.
I don't know.
A lot of people want to know, did they wear down? They wore down a lot. I would think we have plenty more rides on them. They're going to be $70. You can go to, I believe it's fluidtheory.com or thefluidtheory.com to check them out. So much fun. They just changed the ride. You can buy new replacements on these. I mean, it just really did make a fun evening, didn't it?
It was so fun. If you haven't watched that whole video, definitely go back and watch it.
It's worth the watch.
Yeah.
And then the last thing, we keep getting asked this, and so we thought we'd address it. Why don't we ride EUCs? Why don't we?
Electric unicycle.
Yeah, why do we not ride them? Like, if you have an EUC in the chat, let us know. What are we missing? Because one of the reasons I don't ride them is, to be very honest, the look is very difficult for me to get over. Like, that's just me very blunt. Like, for me, other people ride them, that's great. But I look at them like, I don't know. I've never rode anything like that where you stand, like, facing forward. I've always grown up on board sports, so a one wheel, a boosted board, all those things have been like intuitive for me. And then you slap me on it, I just don't know how that's all going to play out. And so that's one. And the second is we have no access at the moment, 0 access to an EUC, right?
We have 0 access. Not really that interested.
Now, if a company came and said,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it'd be fun to try. I would bet on us going back to the one wheel pretty quickly.
Now, some people say no. We would leave the XR or the one wheels and go to the EUCs. We can't really say no to that because we've not tried it. I just can't imagine leaving the one wheel. Like, I really like one wheel, the boards, the people behind them, and the company, and so it'd be really tough. But if there's an EUC out there that's like, hey, we think this could convert you, then fine, we'll do it. We'd love to race them against a one, we compare them and all those things. We've just not got our hands on them. I've never done any research, so I couldn't tell you what the number one EUC out there is. There are so many. I think that's some of the drawback to EUC. So many different
brands that make it? Oh, I didn't even know that.
So I don't know which one's a good brand, which one isn't. Well, which one?
But it seems like people who ride them, it seems like they love them. Like super loyal.
Yeah, they do for sure. We got OXI. That must be a brand.
That's just someone in the chat saying he looks like a dork on it, but he does love it. He says it's fun.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've again, I don't know which one. Like, it's just too hard. Like, there's YouTubers out there that review these, and I'm always seeing a review, and I'm like, there's too many. I don't know. I don't know which one is what one compared. They're always like, oh, they're faster than Onewheels. Do I really want to go that much faster? Somebody's saying they go like 60 miles an hour. Do I really want to go 60 miles an hour? Like standing, facing forward?
Yeah, no, I don't.
I think I would wear more protective gear if I rode an EUC.
Yeah, me too.
Would you?
Yeah.
I think I'd wear a shielded helmet.
I think I'd wear a whole marshmallow suit, bubble wrap.
Okay.
All of it. Yeah.
So, but somebody just said bailing is much easier. I just can't imagine that.
Well, you know what? We're just gonna have to try it. So it seems like.
It does seem like we need to get our hands on it. I just struggle because I don't have access to it, and I don't think I'm going to buy one. So somebody needs to come to Minnesota and say, meet me at such and such place. Like, would you ride one of those in this kind of weather?
That we don't know.
Like, could you imagine riding a bicycle in this kind of weather? Like, how slippery that is?
Yeah.
I just can't. I know people are doing it. I'm sure they are.
I don't know.
So I mean, I don't know. You should, Lily. You should ride one, they say.
No, he's probably saying you should wear protective gear.
No, he's saying you should get one.
That's what he's saying.
Somebody just said, they're saying, the OXI Daddy-O is saying you just run straight off it.
Daddy-O.
Is that what it was? Is it not Daddy-O?
I think it just,
Dado?
like, I would pronounce
Dado.
that Oxy-Dado.
Yeah, I didn't put I put a Y there.
Scott Jeremy wants to know what your birth year is. Do you even know?
No. 1992.
No, that's wrong.
1970.
We would be so much closer in age.
1997.
No, that's also really wrong. I'd be older than you.
You are. Everyone says you're older than me.
Well, if you're turning 44 in 2 days.
That's what you say.
That's cray.
You're turning 33 or turned 33.
No, I'm not that old.
Yes, you are. You behave that way.
You already said my age in the chat. I'm 26.
What's my age again?
It's not 23.
Well, I am turning 44, so my birth year would be 1978. There you have it. That's it. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed today. I hope you got something out of it from just pure entertainment. And we should put a link in this description. We will after the show, where you can rewatch the product review of the Street Sparks, the Vega wheel, and then we'll put in there the race for the 24-hour race across all Great Lakes.
All Great Lakes. 24 of them.
We traveled around in an RV, and we did 24 hours.
It was so fun.
In all 5 Great Lakes. And it's not a surprise. We made it, but it was very close. We lost a drone in the process and went straight down in one of the Great Lakes. Rest in peace, that beautiful drone. So next week we'll be back, 2:30. Tell somebody, share something. We're about to pick who wins.
A pivot kick.
The side kick. What is it called?
Pivot kick.
Why do I call it side kick?
Because it's like a. Now
Today, Lily.
What are the kickstand? For your one wheel.
DS says, bruh, you don't look 44 at all. Keep your heart young and your body will follow. Preach it. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry if I peeked on your device there. Yeah. I mean, look at how many 44-year-olds are wearing a trapper's hat.
Trapper.
Probably a lot of them. I mean, I've left it on the whole time because it is negative 6 degrees. The beard.
It looks so cozy.
You think I should lose the beard?
It looks like you have an animal on your head and your face, like all at the same time.
Should I wear it like this better?
You look like
Elmer Fudd?
No.
You don't think that works?
Who's the guy that wears a raccoon on the back of his hat?
Daniel Boone. Davy Crockett.
Daniel Boone. Davy Crockett.
Wait, Davy Crockett and Daniel Boone, are they not the same
Boone?
thing? I think they're the same. And I would almost venture to say that I don't look like Davy Crockett. I would say no. Someone in winter.
This is too much.
All right, I like it down.
We're picking the winner by if you were in the chat a lot. So I'm about to do it. Are you ready?
Okay, wait. Hold on. I'm reading the chat. The chat's always delayed a little bit. I would ride an EUC, but wouldn't buy one.
Same.
It's fair. Okay. I do think that's a good. Okay. Somebody said, be happy, laugh a lot. You'll stay and look young. That's why I have Lily around. She makes me laugh all the time.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha. What are we doing with our hair over there?
I don't know. Are we ready?
Are you? Wait. Hold on. Right in the chat right now. Don't move, Lily. Is she standing or sitting? Standing or sitting? Is she standing or sitting? What's your thought right now? And it's a delay, so it's going to take a few seconds. Is she standing or sitting? What a great game. What we should do next time is we're going to play.
Davy Crockett and Daniel Boone are not
They got to be.
person.
They got to be the same. You're only going off the chat.
Yeah,
Are they
I
saying
believe
that?
them. Are you kidding?
I'm sorry if I misspoke
They
there.
are definitely not the same.
Fake news.
Someone
They're
who
not-
hasn't been in this chat the whole time, but probably has been watching, came in just to make sure that we were right. That Daniel Crockett.
Oh,
Whatever.
man.
Okay.
First, I can't. It's moving too fast. But hey, Scott, watching your channel is the reason I got a pint 2 years ago. That's
nice.
so wild.
Nice.
So wild. I mean, we love
Someone
Onewheels,
said I'm kneeling. Oh my gosh.
but we don't
I'd be
we
so
don't
tall.
make any money for people buying Onewheels. Like, we just are spreading the joke because we love it. We have a blast. We've met so many fun people. We've traveled the United States with these things because it's just so much fun to do. And so it's cool to hear that other people are getting them. And yeah, that's so rad. Okay. We got a lot of people saying sitting.
Yeah.
We got a few standings.
I am not sitting.
She is not.
Standing.
Yeah, she is.
See?
Yeah, I can see. She just straight up dropped the stool. Unbelievable. I think, guys, she tried to throw that at me. That's what she did. Did you see that right there?
I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry.
You tried to throw that at me.
it to
Okay,
be
hey,
obvious
also,
that I
did
was-
you notice that Lily hasn't changed since we shot the fluid
I smell really bad.
theory?
I haven't
She's wearing the
changed.
same hoodie.
Yeah.
Man alive.
Sorry.
Okay,
Are we ready to pick a
Lily,
winner?
choose the winner so we could say goodbye. It's closing
Oh my
time.
gosh. DS, you win.
DS!
He was the one asking how do I win.
DS, you won.
DS, hopefully you have an XR because the pivot kick is coming your way.
Yeah, but
we
you
show
gotta
it to him?
you gotta DM me and Lily on our Instagrams and make sure you're subscribed to this channel to get it, and then we'll mail it to you. But you gotta DM us there so you can tell us your address. Don't put your address in the chat; that would be unwise of you. But we will mail it to you. DM us. Sweet. Lily's holding it as we speak.
Here it is. I'm writing
Oh.
our Instagrams in the chat so you can DM us.
And she's still standing because she threw a stool at me. Guys, I'm a victim around here. She's always trying to abuse me and hurt me. Come rescue me. Okay. All right, next week we'll have another giveaway. I'm pretty stoked on that. We're pretty excited what we're going to give away. Could be this Vega tire if this hits 3,000 views.
Could be that trapper hat.
Could not be this. No, this was a gift to me. Are you kidding me?
Maybe we'll buy you one.
I cannot give this away. This is going to be a theme. I think I'm going to do these for the next couple weeks at least with a trapper's hat. Maybe I'll get a couple different colors. You're in the chat right now.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah. I'm just trying to make sure we got what we need here.
Yeah.
We're doing great.
Okay, you are 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No.
It's okay.
It's a wink. He's messing.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay,
that
everybody.
might be from something, but
We are doing a Minnesota goodbye, which is a real thing around here. Minnesota goodbyes are where you say goodbye like 6 times before you actually say goodbye. That's happening here. We apologize for it, but honestly, it's a thing because we're from Minnesota, if you couldn't tell from the hat. Lily, do you have anything else you would like to tell them, say to them, wish them before we sign off?
happy Wednesday. Go make the best of it.
Happy Onewheel Wednesday, everyone. Have a great day. Answer this question. What does love require you to do? Because it always requires you to do something. You can't sit idle and say you love somebody. You got to have action to love. We'll see you next week when I will be 1 year older. Guys,
Okay.
maybe should I lose the beard? 44,
No,
lose
I don't
the
think
beard?
so. You're going to be really white underneath that thing.
I am.
It'll be a shock.
Yeah, could you imagine like a little wind burned on my face right now and then nothing here? So when's the right time to shave it, you think?
Never. I
Legend,
don't
my
know.
son says never.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think you should just. What if you just kept it till.
Wascally rabbit.
you
Okay,
were-
we are rambling and we
That's
got
it.
it. Thank you guys for watching. We love spending time with you on Wednesdays, Mixed Day. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to share this, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification, drop a comment under it. Do all the things. You don't have to. It'd be nice of you to do those things. We'll see you next Wednesday. Bye now.